So it's Saturday morning. I think this is our 5th day or 6th day of the science experiment. We were supposed to fly today, but we realized that we have a couple of issues with our temperature sensors. I think it's before 8 o'clock and we've been here about 20 minutes. So just gonna take you around here to Troy to show you guys what we're doing. So our temperature sensors tell us about the health and telemetry of the instrument. Basically, the health and telemetry basically is how well the instrument is working. And a couple of these temperature sensors, we realized weren't working properly. So this guy is the antenna, this is the reflector. And the antenna takes the measurements from the ground, and we have an external calibration that we calibrate during flight. That's this guy. This is what we call a black body calibrator. We also have a noise source here that we inject noise in. In order to properly do this, we need to know the temperature of this guy, and we need to know the temperature of this guy so we can correct for it in the math. I'll show you my equations. Sometimes they're actually pretty long, but the stuff that you say in school that you'll never use, you'll see that in my equations you actually use the geometry, the algebra 2, and all those things. So Troy is making updates to the data so that we can try a few different things to figure out why these temperature sensors not working. If these temperature sensors wasn't critical, for example, we have some temperature sensors just monitoring the temperature of this box, the radiometer box, such that if we had an anomaly such as a failure or some type of other negative impact to the science experiment, we'll try to figure out why. Does it get too hot? Different things such as that. However, the temperature sensors are a little bit different. These are critical to correcting or calibrating our instrument. That's why we want to kind of figure out what's going on here. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to go and document what we did yesterday to correct this problem. And while Troy works on his part, and so that we can figure out what happened. So what we usually do is we have theories about what actually is causing the problem. So I'll propose a theory, Troy propose a theory, our co-PI here, Paul, he'll propose a theory, and we'll work on one thing at a time. So we'll make one change, process the data, look at the data, see that it correct the issue. We'll document what happened when we made that change. After we do this a few iterations of times, more than likely we can figure out what happened. So we'll make a software change, we'll make a hardware change. Software changes changes in the program. A hardware change will be an actual change in the actual wiring or something of that nature, mostly the wiring of the instrument. So I'm gonna get to my documentation and see you guys in a little bit. GoPro, stop recording.